have to offer and how we can provide this service to you, to your loved ones and the community.
The big one in the middle is...
This is my family, just to start. So on the left here I have my 3 beautiful daughters, one of which is graced us with her presence today. And my husband and myself. Down the bottom here we have my mum and my dad. Now we arranged a 75th and an 80th birthday in 2018 for them, so that was held at our house. In the middle is a snuggly picture of my mum and dad, something I never really saw a lot of as a child, but as the dementia set in, they became really, really affectionate, which was really lovely to see. Up the top is my mum and myself going for ice cream, a regular occurrence that we had. And next to that is my mum holding her great granddaughter, my granddaughter Remy Joy, named after my mum, who's Joy. And then we have down the bottom here my little poppet, Remy Joy, who is 6.5. She is the apple of my eye. And just because I wanted to compete with Stret after his travels last week, thought I'd add in some travel photos. So my husband and I love travelling. The ice cream again, I've got in Malta. We've got Noumea, ice cream again in Noumea. We went to the US for my nephew's wedding. Thailand, which my husband calls his happy place. We've been to Niagara Falls, which is incredibly amazing, and the Trevi Fountain. My why: role model for children and grandchildren. This is what I want to be. Passion for helping and supporting others, a deep love for community involvement, curiosity to navigate and understand complex support systems, and a commitment and dedication to sharing knowledge with those who need help. My story starts with helping, supporting and volunteering has always been a part of my life. I remember when I was 5, a potential overnight stay in hospital for 100 stitches in my right arm, my mum was summoned to come collect me as I was organising the nurses and meals on the ward. My organisation and support skills had begun. From my teenage years through to marriage and children, I was on school events, local community clubs, playgroups, kindergroups, parent committees and school councils. I found purpose in helping others and building strong community ties. In 2015, I joined some friends to create a Treasure Your Chest community. We had a fundraiser called Girls Day Out for local cancer services. Over the years, it grew from raising $9,000 in 2015 to $135,000 last year. I proudly served on that committee for over 4 years. In 1998, we built in Warragul. Mum and Dad came and lived with us, diagnosed with Parkinson's, and in dementia in 2016. Caring for her taught me the power of connection and how to nurture relationships through chronic illness. When Mum had Parkinson's, we became involved in a local carer group and support group, and I became the coordinator of that group, supporting all the recipients in that group as a go-to person for understanding that complex aged care system. So this is my mum and dad at my mum's aged care facility, and in the middle there we took my mum away, myself, my eldest daughter and my youngest daughter, who at the time was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, just for a night to send off my eldest daughter. Mum had an absolute ball. And on the end there is the battling two. So Dad had falls, sliced his knee open, so I had the 2 of them at home with wheelie walkers. That was an interesting time. While Mum was in care, I worked at a short-term restorative care program as a coordinator. I supported clients transitioning from hospital to home, coordinating person-centred care plans, managing teams and budgets, building strong community ties. It was truly my dream job, fulfilling and deeply aligned with my passion. After losing both parents, I spent years feeling something was missing, and in 2024 I met my girlfriend who was a dementia doula. I found my calling. I went home and told my husband, and his response said it all. Thank God, I've been telling you this is where you belong. The dementia doula was created to walk alongside individuals and families throughout the entire dementia journey, from diagnosis to end of life, offering consistent emotional and practical support. Dementia doers provide more than just information. They offer calm, compassionate guidance, advocate for those who can't speak for themselves, and bridging the gap between families. The role challenges the idea that compassion is optional. It makes it essential. Importantly, this is more than a support role. It's a professional career path. Supporting the carer. When we talk about care, too often we're referring only to support the people. We're referring only to the people we support. But what about the carer? At the Carers Project, we believe caring for carers is just as important as caring for the person themselves, the diagnosis. I have created the 5 pillars of health within the Carers Project. Mindfulness and self-care to build emotional resilience, bring calm and centeredness in the grounding within the chaos. Movement and exercise to release the stress. Nutrition to fuel the energy and stabilise moods. Natural supports or supplements like my amazing turmeric drops that I use, my go-to for inflammation, sleep, energy and brain clarity, and social collaboration. The Carers Projects exist to create a future where every carer feels seen, supported and heard. Our goals are to reduce carer burnout by offering community support, one-on-one consultations, expand training opportunities and build strong strategic partnerships. Secure sustainable funding that supports long-term relationships and impact. Our action is to increase visibility, engagement across all platforms. I would love to improve my website accessibility, launching a dedicated career support program, forging new partnerships, financial growth, an annual fundraiser, this is my dream, Dancing for Dementia, and establishing a not-for-profit. Ultimately, our aim is to foster a supportive carer network. The Carers Project empowers carers through support, education and community initiatives, recognising the vital role and addressing the real challenges they face: emotional stress, carers burnout, lack of empathy, and access to resources and networks. Everything we do is designed to make carers feel seen, supported, and equipped to continue their journey with strength and dignity. I thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure sharing the Carers Project, our purpose, service, and vision. I look forward to continuing this journey with you all. So let's all prepare for tomorrow while living for today. Thank you. So at the moment I have a website, you can link into that, and I would offer a half-hour conversation with anyone. It's a free consultation, just so we can go through what is that you need from this situation. So it's about looking at everything individually and holistically, what you need to support your loved one, what strategies, resources, maybe groups to be a part of, so you have that network to actually allow you to nurture yourself.
Who would be your ideal referral partners and also people that you can connect with?
So my ideal referral partners would be home care providers. They have the database that can tap into those people that are suffering from dementia and other chronic health conditions. I will also love to just connect to, if you've got people, everyday people in your lives that are in that space, that is something that it's definitely a one-to-one for me to be able to nurture that relationship. And I am looking to also increase my speaker rotation with larger organisations so we can actually get dementia awareness out there. I'm not sure if you're aware, dementia is actually the second biggest killer amongst women and soon to be the first. We're an ageing population, so we're going to see a lot more of it. And why would we not try to nurture our relationships, our education, our awareness, and ourselves to be able to complement and look after those conditions as our loved ones get older?
Just backing on from Brittany's question about how you can lead someone to you for support. It's easier to have that conversation with a family member, but what if it's a conversation with a customer or a friend that you know is trying their best at caring for someone who does have dementia? How can I bring that up in conversation to reach out to you for someone that you can't have an easier conversation with?
Yeah, it's a challenging conversation because I've been there in the carer role, and hell, we can do it all, but we really can't. But it's not till that point that they realise that they can't, that they have the opportunity and the realisation that they can access support and services. So it's really tapping into, hey, how are you going? Is there something that you need? You know, is there some support that we can provide for you? So really allowing them to go away and think of that, because they're not going to put their hand up and go, hey, I need help, because everybody thinks that they can do it themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we want to do it ourselves. We want to be in control. Like, I wanted to be the only one that looked after my mum and dad. But it got to the point where I knew that wasn't going to be the case. Dad had 3 TIAs, a mum struggling with her Parkinson's, and me trying to work. In the middle of that accident where Dad was in hospital, I had just started a new job, which actually only lasted for 6 weeks, because there was just no way that I could do everything. So it gets to that point you start to realise. I had a lady reach out to me 2 days ago, same thing. She just got to the point where she realised that she just couldn't do it all, and she didn't have access to any support services whatsoever, or family. So we can organise a roster with family to help with the loved one. That's a really great way to spread out the responsibilities, access resources, support, aged care system, CHISP if we need, which is another program. And as Katrina said, there's a new program, Support at Home, will be starting from the 1st of July, and that's it's slightly different to the one that's currently running, and there's not a lot of information out there, so it's really being aware of that as well.
Awesome, thank you. We'll leave that one for questions. If anyone does have further questions for Lisa or wants to reach out about how to bring up that conversation, please arrange a one-to-one with Lisa to find out how you can help. Let me grab my stuff from you there, Lisa. How you can help find referrals for Lisa, or how Lisa can help you or a loved one or a friend that might be going through that. I will. It's your recording.